You have to learn to discipline and direct your mind. Because otherwise, your experience of life is going to be modified because we tend to look at what's wrong more instead of what's right. So for you and I, when it comes to this idea of problems, just remember, no one is going to get by without experiencing extreme stress in their life. No one. I remember I did business with some people for many years and thought they were my friends, and unfortunately, I get a phone call one day from the CFO of that company saying, I'm leaving the company, and Tony, I have to tell you, your partners have been screwing you for 5 years. And they've given you false financials. Here's how they've done it. I can't, in good conscience, stay with the company knowing they did that to you, and I want to tell you about this. So long story short, I confronted these people. First I said, I'm sure you didn't do it deliberately. Please look it up and fix it. They dragged out because tens of millions of dollars. I finally had to sue them. It was one of the worst experiences I can remember ever happen. And yet, I grew from that at such different levels. And years later, I just forgave them, moved on. I got most of my money back, walked away from it, still stayed friendly with them because it's like, I don't want to carry grudges. What good is that? Doesn't help me. It's like, when people say, I'm going to resent this person, I'm going to hate this person, resenting somebody, hating somebody is like, taking poison in your own body and expecting someone else to die, right? It's the one that's hurting you. So I was like letting go, and then I get this phone call from one of these people, and he's telling me about his child who has this severe, rare disease. And here's this man who's made $1 billion, and a lot of it's done well, and in my mind some of it wasn't so well, and yet he still got pain. So what does extreme stress look like? It sounds like this. Somebody in your family with cancer or heart disease, so many of you are reading your stories like that are going through that right now, or have recently, or have lost someone. Because 1 out of 3 people get cancer, 1 or 2 die of heart disease, right? It's going to touch all of us at some stage. That's not being negative, it's just what is. In your lifetime, people around you are going to experience stress. Someone's going to have a burglary, or horrifically, maybe be raped, or your home's going to burn down, or you're going to lose your job, or somebody you love is going to die, or move away, or separate. Aren't you glad you showed up for this positive seminar this afternoon? But it's true, right? So the key is not stress. Here's the key. We got to learn to use our stress, not let stress use us. Just like technology. Learn how to use your stress, not let stress use you. And here's what extreme stress does if you can get through it. Like I have a friend who was in Vietnam, and he was locked up for 7 years in North Vietnam in a communist prison. And they literally put him in isolation, he and so many other people, put him on a cell where the floor was like on an angle like this, chained his feet up here, and wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. So he and the acid would run down his back and burn his skin off. They abused him in every way. 7 years.
As you begin to develop and expand your skills and your talents and your vision of yourself, you will always be in control of your destiny.
I want freedom. And for me, disciplining myself means more freedom.
It's so easy to be great nowadays because most people are weak. This is a softened generation. So if you have any mental toughness, any ability, if you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it. People have a hard thing understand. I hate to run. And what makes me so crazy, it doesn't anymore, is people go, well, why do you run if you hate it? What are you talking about? I don't want to take showers and eat either. I hate that too. That's life, man. It wasn't until I changed that mentality that I became somebody. I hated going to school, so guess what? I was dumb as. But if you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness. That's what people understand. By me running, I am callous in my mind. I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. I'm training for the time when I get that 2 o'clock in the morning call that my mom is dead or something happens tragic in life. I don't fall apart. I'm training my mind and my body and my spirit so it's all one, so I can handle what life is going to throw at me. Because the life I've lived, it throws a whole bunch at you. And if you're not physically and mentally prepared for that, you're just going to crumble. And you're good for nobody.
Being scared to fail won't do anything. In fact, When you love success and you start going for it, guess what happens? You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail 10 times, 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times. But that's okay. Failure isn't permanent. Falling isn't permanent. You get right back up and keep going. And this time, you're gonna be stronger, wiser, and you'll be more driven than ever. And for every 10 failures, you'll land one success. You have to love success so much that you're willing to fail 10 times before you can succeed once. That's how a winner does it. I want to explain the biggest myth that most people think leads them to success. And here's the myth. You might believe if you're scared to fail, you won't fail. Lies. Biggest myth ever. And I believed it. You see, I always thought that being scared to fail in life would literally keep me from failing.
How much time do you have left? How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know. Most of us don't use the stuff that we have brought into the universe. Stop wasting valuable time. If you want something, you have got to be relentless. You've got to learn how to become resourceful. You've got to learn how to become creative. The power to hold on in spite of everything, the power to endure. This is the winner's quality. The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This is a winner's quality. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, and it becomes available only when a man or a woman is in that state of mind in which he or she knows exactly what he or she wants and is fully determined not to quit until they find it. There's greatness in you, and you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. I'm going to harness my will, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. I deserve this. Most people give up on themselves easily. You know the human spirit is powerful. There's nothing as powerful. It's hard to kill the human spirit. You are unstoppable. Live your life with passion, with some drive. Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back. Decide that you're going to push yourself. You've got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. And I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you life is gonna be Ron Howard happy days every day. It's not gonna be that way. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be the opposite. You see, the enemy is gonna throw everything he has in his toolbox at you. Now, he can't stop you himself, but his objective is to get you to stop you. This message is for the struggle, for all those going through trials and tribulations.
Success, guys, a very, very lonely road, man. Along that road, you're not going to see too many friends. You see your shadow most often. You got to trust in the heart of hearts. Decide what your dreams you believe in is worth the cause of winning the fight.
No one can beat me because I don't give up. I'm relentless. You might knock me down, but I never stay down. It's time to rise. Rise up to your potential. Rise up past your limitations. Rise up past your family or friends' limitations. Set the standard for those around you. Don't conform to the standard like a sheep. Get out and lead the way. Get up, rise up, man up.
I am powerful. I am strong. I am successful. I am an achiever. I am abundant. I am rich. I am determined. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am health. I am wealth. I am. I am. I am beautiful. I am wise. I am capable of anything. I'm someone who makes things happen. I am a powerful creator. I am filled with faith. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am a miracle. I am connected. I am God. I am more than my body. I am a powerful spirit. I am ready. I am focused. I'm a fighter. I'm more than enough. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. You can't just speak the words. You must feel them. And you must believe them. Repeat them every day. Let them soak into your subconscious. Let the power become one with you. Ali said, I am the greatest, and he became the greatest. Are you ready to be great? I am. I am.
And when you get that in your head, when you know that you can transcend even yourself, that negative voice in your head, that even getting kicked, even failing, getting knocked down, and being covered in blood, mud, dirt, everything that would try to stop you, that you'll rise up and that you'll keep pushing and that you'll define what you're going to become. When you have that in your mind, then you become unstoppable. Then you are the caterpillar that becomes the butterfly. But you have to be willing to take the knocks. You have to be willing to make the sacrifices. You have to be willing to suffer.
In your life, you're going to get what you tolerate. Stop tolerating for these people who have believed in you all your life, an inferior life for you. Stop allowing God to bless you and give you all this giftedness and opportunity and settle and tolerate less. For those babies that are sitting here with you, your children and grandchildren, stop being willing to tolerate less for them. Don't tolerate it anymore. Yeah, you got to give it your best, but it starts making a decision that this is over. I don't tolerate this life anymore. Pretty good's not good enough for my family. Pretty good's not good enough for my grandmother. Pretty good's not good enough for my grandpa, my parents, my future children. Pretty good ain't going to get it done for this family. Now I hope you hear them whispering to you, he's right. You can do this. You're great. You're special. You were born for a reason. I hope you can feel that. Life's going to give you ultimately what you'll fight for.